If you're spending money on Google ads, but you're getting bad leads like tire kickers, people asking for services that you don't really offer, or just straight up junk traffic, the problem is probably your keywords. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact keywords that are working for contractors in 2025 and how to avoid the ones that just waste your budget. Before we get into the best keywords, we got to talk about match types. There's three main kinds, and this is where contractors first go wrong. So the three keyword match types are broad, phrase, and exact. If you want to run a broad keyword, you just put in whatever the keyword you're targeting. So let's say roof repair near me. You don't have to put any brackets or quotes. You just leave it alone, type it in like that. For phrase, you put it in quotes, and for exact match, you have to leave it in brackets. So the way broad match works is you're basically giving Google permission to make your ad show up when you target anything that's a little bit close related to what you're targeting. So let's say you're targeting roof repair. You could show up for different suppliers of roofing, different types of shingles, the cost of how much a roof is, even like how to pitch a tent, anything that has to do kind of related to roofing, you're going to show up for. So it's not always the best to target. I would only recommend using broad if you have a lot of negative keywords and you've been running ads for a good while and you have a decent idea of what you're doing. So the way phrase match works is, let's say roof repair, you might show up for emergency roof repair, 24/7 roof repair services. So you still show up for like the typical phrase that you're targeting. There's a little bit less room for error, but it's still way better compared to broad. And for exact match, you only show up when they type in exactly the same keywords that you're targeting. So roof repair, you only show up when people search up roof repair. You're never going to show up for how to pitch a tent, roofing repair services, roof companies near me. So exact match is the safest to target, but it's also the most expensive. Exact, you're going to see that your cost per click is going to be more expensive compared to phrase, and then phrase is going to be a little more expensive compared to broad. So here's a couple examples. Let's say you're targeting the keyword roof repair near me. So these are the search queries on the left. So if your keyword was in broad and somebody typed in roof repair near me, you will show up. If it was in phrase, you still would show up for roof repair near me. And if it's in exact match, you would still show up when someone typed in the keyword roof repair near me. But if you typed in emergency roof repair near me, you would only show up for broad and phrase, not exact, since it's not exactly the same way that you have the keyword typed in. Let's say there's a search inquiry for roof leak fixed cost. You will not show up for phrase and exact. You will only show up for this if you're in a broad match keyword. And then how to patch a tent, you wouldn't show up for phrase or exact, you will only show up for broad. So as you can see, compared to exact and phrase show up for search queries that are related to the exact keyword that you're targeting. Broad can give you anything. So you have to be very careful when you're trying to use broad keywords. So in this example, let's say we're targeting emergency HVAC service. So, and it's in a phrase match. You would show up for emergency HVAC service near me, 24/7 emergency HVAC service Houston, but you would not show up for how to fix an AC yourself, HVAC technician jobs, because it is in phrase match. It is not in broad match. And broad match will have you show up for queries that are not really related to what you're trying to target. That's the thing about phrase match. It's way better compared to broad, but it's still not as tight compared to exact. So in this example, we're targeting artificial turf installation and we have it in exact match. So if somebody was to look up artificial turf rolls, DIY artificial grass, Home Depot artificial turf, you would not show up for this. So all these have nothing related to artificial turf installation. So if you wanted to show up, if someone typed in this keyword exactly the way it is, that is the only way your ad will show up. All right, so now that you have a decent idea how match types work, let's show you some high intent keywords that are working great for the trades in 2025. You'll start to see that there's a pattern in majority of these keywords. So let's take a look. So when you're targeting high intent keywords, you usually want to have this pattern: service, intent, plus city. Those are going to give you the best type of keywords to target. So if you're a roofer, you want to have some of these keywords, which is install, repair, emergency, near me, and city. So here are a couple examples. All of these are an exact match for now, but usually I recommend having them when you're starting a campaign to have them in phrase and exact match. So there's roof repair near me, emergency roof repair, the exact city that you're targeting, roof replacement in the city, roof leak repair in your city, roofing contractor near me, shingle roof repair in the city, roof inspection city, if you sell inspections, of course. So you're going to see the pattern that you usually want to have it super intent where you could kind of tell that these people are looking for a company for the services that you provide. Remodelers, of course, you're going to want to add kitchen, bath, general contractor near me or city. So the same concept. You want to add kitchen remodeling in whatever type of city you're targeting. Kitchen remodeling near me, kitchen remodeling city, bathroom remodel quotes, home renovation contractors, home remodeling contractors near me, salary model. So you want to have the specific service that you're targeting and near me, city, or services. So those are always going to do the best because, again, you can pretty much tell if somebody's looking for a kitchen remodel near me, they're looking for somebody that could do a job for them. Just keep that in mind. So here's another example with HVAC. So HVAC, you're going to want to include keywords like repair, emergency near me, and city. So AC repair near me, AC repair city, emergency, HVAC service. You want to be able to add the service, location, and urgency. So anytime you see emergency or higher intent like 24/7, you're going to get a lot higher close rate because people need something to solve immediately. But these are also going to be some of the most expensive keywords because all the other big companies know that emergency and 24/7 repair have high intent, and more likely somebody doesn't care what the price is. They just need to solve it right away. So just let you know, those can be expensive, but they're going to have the best close rate usually. When you're targeting these specific keywords, you want to make sure that you're always adding negative keywords like DIY, jobs hiring, anything that you don't want to show up for and you know that they're going to waste your time. Always make sure you add those type of keywords. If you notice the pattern in all these keywords that I showed, usually have a service, buy signal, or location in them. So there's people that are searching, they're not really browsing, they're looking to buy right away. So let's look in the keyword planner and see the volume and the cost per click difference between high intent searches and low intent searches. Right now, I'm targeting a couple keywords: roofing repair near me, roofing repair Houston, roofing companies, Houston. This is just targeting the Houston area. So you'll see over here, we're targeting just the Houston area. This will tell you the amount of search volume you have. So roofing repair near me has the lowest. It's probably one of the most high intent ones you could find. So roofing repair is around 1,600. Roofing, which is very broad, it could mean 100 different things. So I don't recommend targeting something like this, but it's usually going to have more search volume. So you see that has 2,400, and roofing repair Houston has about 2,900. Keywords that are more higher intent, they usually cost more because other companies know as well that if someone searches this up, they're usually looking for a company. High intent keywords are usually more expensive to target compared to something that's a little bit more broad. So you can see the difference here. Roofing repair near me is anywhere from $22 to $59, while roofing alone, just the keyword roofing, costs $5 to $20. So people pay less intentional keywords. Roofing repair Houston is about more expensive, $2,265. And then you'll be able to see in the keyword planner what are some other similar keywords that you could target. And you can see the average monthly search volume and the cost per click range. These are not 100% accurate, but they give you a decent idea what to expect if you were to target specific keywords. So roofing companies near me, 2065, roofers near me, there's 3,600 searches, and it's anywhere from 16 to 62. So just keep that in mind. The high intent keywords are always going to be way more expensive compared to keywords that are not as intentional. Let's recap everything we talked about. So use mainly phrase and exact match, use high intent keywords that include location and intent signals, avoid broad terms that just eat your budget. Just remember, you don't really need a lot of keywords. You mainly need quality over quantity. If you want this set up for your exact business, click the link below and we can start creating a campaign just for your business that can help you drive high qualified leads directly to you, and you can start closing more deals. So click the link below and book a call.